Churches, our homes, our future, our hopes, and our dreams. Let's talk about it. It's time for the morning show. Michael Lampkin morning show. Hey, let's talk about it. Well. Look at God.
Look at him.
Ain't he good? I wonder how we was going to work this out, but we did it. We did it anyway. Co-host out, still sick or whatever. God is still good,
That's
though.
the day of Thanksgiving. You know, you kind of got to give people the day off.
Right. Whatever. They don't need no days off.
I didn't
get
get
no
one.
days off. Nah.
You didn't get one.
Nah.
Scooter back with us.
I know.
Thank
I had
God.
so much fun
Thank
last
God.
week. I had to come back again.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Thank you. You wasn't too full to come on out, man. What y'all cook for Thanksgiving?
Well, considering I'm a vegetarian, I didn't eat too much of it.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Are you a vegetarian or are you a pescatarian? So do you eat any meat at all?
No meat at all.
No meat at
No
all.
fish, no chicken, no turkey.
But you do eat cheese.
I do eat
you do
cheese
eggs.
still. I
So
don't
you're
eat
not a
eggs.
vegan,
I don't eat
but you eat cheese.
Yeah.
So you're a vegetarian. You're not a vegan.
When you start that?
Well, last January, actually, I started, but I kind of went back to eating chicken and turkey. But I'm done with that.
You ain't like it?
Oh, I loved it. Just personal preference that I just want to
And you know the crazy thing
eliminate
is,
that from my diet.
for us, our household, we're vegans now,
Yeah, they're
100%.
vegan.
So the crazy thing is leading up to Thanksgiving, us practicing dishes. And when I tell you every dish of macaroni has bombed like the worst stuff you'll ever eat in your life. So
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I can't eat that, right?
no, nothing with cheese. Nothing that comes from an animal at all. No cheese,
What
no
y'all baking?
eggs.
Some water?
I mean, there are a lot of
They got
alternatives.
A
water.
lot of alternatives.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Have you been to Pie down in Central West End?
I have, but
Have you had the vegan pizza?
no. Last time I went, I just ate cheese.
Man, let's go today. The vegan pizza with the vegan meat is
You're not gonna-
amazing.
You're not going to pay for it.
I'll pay for it. My treat.
What?
Man, my treat.
Oh, okay.
One piece only costs like $85. We're going to all get a piece, but, my treat.
Is that high?
And you got to eat it instantly because it's, all the preservatives and stuff. It don't have all that stuff in it. So after it sits on the table 6-7 minutes, you eating cardboard. But fresh, it's
Really?
amazing,
It's amazing.
man. It's amazing.
Yeah, y'all go ahead on.
So happy Thanksgiving to y'all.
Yeah, happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving to you all that missed the dressing, the mac and cheese, the cabbage, and all
I can eat
that.
dressing.
I can eat cabbage.
I can eat dressing with
Without
vegetable
meat?
broth. No chicken broth.
No chicken broth.
Cabbage. Yep.
Cabbage. That's all right.
I can eat yams, sweet potatoes, candy yams.
I'm glad y'all doing that. So, that's good.
And so instead of chicken, like fried
Proud of
chicken
you.
or turkey, we do the vegan chicken strips. They're extremely good, though. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, you told me. You said they're some of the best ever.
Yeah, they're better than. I like them better than real.
So if it's not
strips.
chicken, what is it?
It's ground vegetables.
So why they
and-
call it chicken vegan?
Well, they call it vegan chicken just so you'll know what they're mimicking.
So it's a mimic. See, man, let me tell y'all something, Radio Land.
Oh Lord.
You ain't got time to switch for the good and you still mimicking stuff, man. That's not God. That's not God. These
bring
two
the Lord
gentlemen
in
here, nah. These two gentlemen here
Well,
are
now God is how
mimicking-
we've been eating all these years.
Can you
That's
introduce
true,
everybody?
too. These two gentlemen here are mimicking the real thing. That's why God ain't gonna bless their life.
Oh,
But guess
my
what, y'all?
goodness.
Guess what I got? I got power.
The views expressed in
I
this
got
program are
love.
not necessarily the views of Me Too Music.
Diabetes.
Right.
Nah, the
high
devil's
blood
a lie.
pressure.
Nope.
No, the devil ain't no lie.
Nah, I ain't got that.
That pork is a lie.
My God shall supply all
That
my
ham.
needs.
What did you say
according
it
to his
was
riches
last week?
and
It
glory.
was still for?
The ham, yeah.
You said highly anointed.
It was highly anointed. Make a joyful noise. That's me. I got ham. I got dressing. Come on, baby. 2 is in the house.
Oh yes.
Scooter's back with us. Thank you so much.
What's up?
I tell you, God is so good to us. This is our 47th episode. We had just
It's been that many shows.
That many shows, man. Since January 6th, I was nervous as ever. I ain't been that nervous since I preached my first sermon. Outside of me being nervous every time I stand up on stage.
I couldn't tell it off.
Yeah, that's because you coached us for we was in boot camp for 3 weeks. Damn.
People don't even know we were here.
I remember your first show.
Right.
We were sitting here doing we did practice run throughs, taping, and everything.
Right. Did you ever heard our practice run through?
Man,
I ain't gonna lie, it was definitely hilarious. We should actually view that.
It.
Yeah, I still got it on I still got it on our text message.
We need to play excerpts for our
We should, cause it was good though. It was just we was in boot camp for like 3 hours straight.
A lot of dead space.
2 did more talking on those than anything. Like, all right, so what we're gonna do is, it was good. So now,
but y'all learn fast.
Yeah, and man, we just come together, and now, we go over our time.
I think once y'all realize that y'all can just come in and just be you and talk to each other.
Yeah, that was it.
Just no dead spaces. That's all.
Right, no dead air. So thank you, man. Yeah, he really groomed us for real. And
y'all doing an awesome
excellent
job.
teacher. Thank you, man. Excellent teacher, man. He came in and said, "Hey, it's gonna be hard at first because y'all got to get used to just used to flowing." And now, it's cool, man, and I love it. So thank you too. I appreciate it.
You
man.
could probably come in now with no script.
You know what?
Could get through the whole
I'm
show.
gonna learn how to do that because this messing me up. We just go with it. So
But you got to know where you're going.
Yeah, that's
After
why
last week, I just gave you all of that prop for being prepared and all that. Now this week, he comes in. Yeah, I ain't doing this no more.
No, I'm saying you're saying like doing it by heart. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, by heart.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
see,
It's gonna be like the Bible
look
said.
at that.
No, I'm talking about you probably just wing it without a script.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But I'm trying to learn the format that you set up. I always try to make sure that you remember the format that people have taught you because that takes you a long way. That's true. That way where he showed me if somebody want to say, "Hey, Mike, I'm trying to start my new radio show," I can show them what's been taught to me. So that's why I want to know this by heart. You know what I'm saying?
Instead of a bunch of rambling around.
Exactly.
Like, and then you do this.
Exactly. We got too much of that in church anyway. People just ramble.
Yeah,
don't know when to close. I'm like, hey, man, you got to have an opening. You got to have a close. You got to know when to close. You got to know what time you're going to close. You got to know what you're going to say that's going to close. People got to know you got to close. All right? People on the spot. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Mama called him clean. I'm going to call him clean.
Today is Good Friday. What you people out there chat with us. Let us know what y'all, because we know most of y'all should be on here on time today because y'all been shopping all night.
Gerald, Jennifer come in at 7:45. So when Jennifer Kelly comes on, we're going to say hi to Jennifer Kelly. All right. Are y'all done making babies? Because, man, it's got to be like the 13th child. My God. You know,
we should have an award show for
between
Kyle and Raytina. Kyle and Raytina and Jennifer.
They making more Rice Krispie treats than the Lord allowed. So we gotta get it.
The views expressed in this program are not necessarily the views of Me Too Music.
I can just lift your hands.
Marcus, what you think about that?
Lift your hands. Come on, Kyle. All right, Marcus. My co-hosts are not here. Amber is recovering from a crack addiction, so we're gonna pray for her. She was baking and she saw that flour and thought it was something else.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
When got her something.
I gave this man so many props. He just made me take them all back.
No, just playing. We praying for her. She's up under something. But we're going to pray for her strength. Up under the weather. Let me put it like that. Somebody call her. Hey, what you doing?
She's not sick no more, though.
Okay.
That was last week.
I said she's recovering.
But recovering from the flu, it takes a while.
It takes a while because, your voice got to come back. Especially if she took some medicine that dries out your vocal cords. So, Amber, we love you. And y'all just shoot out to Amber. And don't forget, when she does come back, patronize her. If you don't want to cook for Christmas, get her. All right? I'm telling you. And then if you need a back massage, she owns a massage parlor. Rub ya. So Amber's Appetite, Amber's Rubber Dubba 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 Dubba. She got 2 entities. And then if you cold and need a blanket at night,
she got some
beds and blankets. Hey, shaya.
You say beds and blankets?
Oh, well, I mean, blessings. I don't know about the bed. Now, we can't give y'all that. She got blessings and blankets. All right. Yes. All right, I forgot about that. It was at beds. Yeah, I did say that. No, we don't do that here.
Put that in the same sentence. We're rubbing you.
Right. No.
You said not yet.
Y'all won't get pregnant from this show. The devil's a liar. I come against that foul spirit right now.
The views expressed in this program are not necessarily
that is formed against you shall prosper. Stop. Get up.
The views expressed in this program are not necessarily.
Now I'm praying against it. You talking about the views expressed? Now that's an oxymoron. Right. I'm praying against the foul spirits.
I'm praying against what got you to that subject.
Anyway, it's our 47th episode. Make sure you hashtag Mike Lampkin Morning Show and hashtag Me Too Music. I want to hear my producer's mouth. And I want you to also tag 8 Acres. That's what he got. 8 Acres.
Father, when I get
He
all
lost
the
the other
applause.
2. It was 10, but I took the other 2. So, because the Lord showed me this place, and I told him he should buy it.
Here we go.
And you know
The
what?
views expressed in this program are not necessarily
10
the
years
views of Me
ago-
Too Music.
You know, I need a "Don't Play with My God" drop. Let me put this in my notes. Don't play with my God.
You know, like several years ago, Scooter, I had a based on a true story. The Lord showed me that.
Really?
And I called 2. I said, 2, based on a true story. I just hung up. And that's where this came from.
He
Based
said,
on
the first Me
he
Too
said
Music
10 years
project.
ago, which we recorded that in 2000. I actually started recording in 2002.
So?
No, 2003. It was 2003. But it didn't come out to 05.
So what's your point?
No, it didn't come out to 06.
How many years ago was that?
11 years
11.
ago.
So, I was off by 1. Prophets mess up.
So it's really based on a lie then.
No,
Right.
right, his lie. But the Lord told me the truth. No, I'm just playing. You know how people lie and say, nah, you just didn't, you weren't receptive to the word. I said, shut up. But now, chat live with us. Tell us how you love the show and share that Mike Lampkin Morning Show is on. We're live and we are lit, and we're going to bring you some laughs. We're going to bring you some information. We got our What Is That? We got our Wait a Minute moment. We got everything. Our Scooter's in here with us. He's going to make you laugh. We got so many jokes today. And it's just good. Good to be in the land of the living. It's good to be alive. God has kept us since January, man. Now, of course, I mean, we lost some key people this year, you know what I'm saying, some shocking moments. But, man, this should just bring us closer together to love one another and get rid of all the malice and strife and just come together and love one another and make St. Louis what it's always been. That's great. All right? We're already on the map, G. We good. All right? Good. All right. Good. All right. Good. Our first song coming up. What's the name of this song, too?
You
This
don't
guy
know.
named,
Justin.
I was going to say you dumb. I was like, wait a minute, what was that for? I was like, man, you harsh. Justin Shaw, you don't know. This is one of the Me Too Music artists, all right? He took my spot. They kicked me off.
Justin.
They kicked me off and they put him on there. But it's okay. I'm still going to play him on my show.
You jumped off, ran the Sunday's Best, Dana Soul.
Lies.
Pastor Daryl
All right,
Hill.
no,
recording
cut
your album
this
for
up. Cut
30
this
years.
up. Right, I know.
Give you praises, all because I'm on my way to you. If I had 10,000 tongues, yeah, Lord, I just could pray to be known, because you showered me with your goodness and your mercy, and most of all, you showered me with your love, and you don't know what the Lord has done for me. So when you see me praising Him, you just know. What the Lord has done. Ooh. But when you see me praising Him, just know. When men say no, God says yes. Whatever I ask Him, He will give. When the doctors give up and say it's over, there's still hope, 'cause God says live. No matter what my situation, God is able to do whatever. If I just believe it's true, He'll never turn His back on me. What a constant friend I found every time. He'll never let me down, and you don't know what the Lord has done for me. Praise Him, praise Him. Oh, just know, yeah. Praise Him, praise Him. Just know I got a reason.
Nobody care you.
No, no, no.
Go, let's go. Come on.
Brought me from a mighty long way.
Mighty long way. Come on, Scooter. Mighty long way.
Mighty long way.
There we go. One down, one to go. Come on, two.
Give me one.
We just gave you like three.
I wasn't listening. Go again.
Give me one.
Oh, the music cut. It cut me. It stopped me. It threw my pitch off.
You got flat. You got lost.
You ain't lying.
Come on, B2. Mike Lampkin Morning Show. We are back. It is Friday after Thanksgiving, and now listen. If those of y'all in Kansas City, if you got something to do tonight,
Start up one more.
Go on up there to Kansas City.
Oh yeah.
Crystal Rucker is doing her Sharing the Harvest tonight, and the tickets are, I think, $10. I'm gonna find it for you in just a minute.
And the brothers will be in the house on tonight.
Yeah, brothers. Yeah, you gotta go up there. Yeah, absolutely.
Cedric Shannon Reeves in the
That's right. And they're singing up there along with Ted Wynn and
Where is it this year?
Ellis in Kansas City.
I mean, what church? Y'all don't know what church? Who's the pastor?
Kansas City Church of God in Christ. I just told you that. We gonna find it. It's some church. They usually do it at Trinity, but they're not doing it there at this time.
Well, the last time I went, it was at Pastor Eric Cobbin's church.
Okay.
Did I say that already? It feels like a what you call it, deja vu. But yeah, that's when she had the Walls group, so it was real good.
Yeah, I just found it. It's
All
gonna
right,
be at Mount Carmel Church of God in Christ, 2025 North 12th Street, Kansas City, Missouri 66104.
Who's the pastor? Does it say?
It does not say.
So Mount Carmel Church of God in Christ. Right there in Kansas City, Missouri, not Kansas, right?
Right. You know they fight you over that. Kansas City, Kansas, or Kansas City, Missouri.
Right.
It says Kansas City, Kansas.
Oh, Kansas City, yeah.
Kansas City, Kansas.
That's
I'm
why
telling
I
you,
asked,
boy,
yeah.
them cats fight.
They will.
I said, what's the deal? No, it's Kansas City, Kansas.
Right.
I want you to know that.
Well, that's just like here. Think about it. If somebody say St. Louis, Illinois, man, people be mad. East St. Louis, Missouri. Like, nah.
Don't you? I'd never claim East St. Louis. No, I'm just joking.
Oh, it does say Bishop E. Sims,
Somebody's fighting
pastor.
upstairs. Well, somebody up there fighting. Who is it? Sims?
Yeah,
Okay.
Bishop Sims.
Okay,
E. Sims.
yeah. So listen, I gotta listen. Is it caramel or caramel? I just thought I'd ask.
I think it both taste the same.
It do. Cause I just check it. Caramel, caramel.
I call it caramel myself, so I don't know.
All right, well that's fine. Yeah, everybody does it different.
Tomato.
See? Tomato.
Prelate.
Right. Prelate just sounds so dumb. It's like, because one person said it and they were actually late and they were the prelate. They're like, hey, you know, I am the prelate. I said, you're absolutely right. You are. You are. Yeah. I just told my spiritual father, never mind.
It's 7:19 a.m. in the St. Louis, Missouri area.
Already?
7:19.
Dang, let's go. All right, so when we come back, we're going to, where am I at?
Commercial.
Yeah, okay, I'm right. When we come back from commercial, we're going to have our What Is That moment. I'm telling y'all, don't miss it. It's going to be great. And then we're going to have our In the Know and just go on down the line. Stay with us. We're chatting live. Chat with us. Mike Lampkin Morning Show. # Meet Your Music City. 47 episode. We're moving forward. All right, stay with us. We'll be back.
Hold on tight. The debut project from Me Too music artist Chrissy Ransom. Featuring He Loves Me. There's Nobody Like You.
There's nobody like you. There's nobody like my Savior. Nowhere. No.
Give Your Name.
Savior, Lord. You're my healer. Mighty deliverer.
And much more. Hold on tight. Available now on The Source at metoomusic.com/The Source. That's metoomusic.com/The Source. And also metoomusic.com/Chrissy. That's CRISSY. Hold on tight. By Chrissy Ransom. Available now.
Hold on tight.
check it out. This is Pastor Willie D. Brown, and you're listening to the #1 show on the planet, the Mike Lampkin Morning Show.
It's the Mike Lampkin Morning Show. Mike Lampkin Morning Show.
See, two minutes talk about that, man. Dude, so saved, man. We're back. Mike Lampkin Morning Show, our 47th episode. We are just weeks away from celebrating our first year anniversary as being together as a show. I thank God for my co-host Amber Elliott with 2 T's.
Oh yeah.
Thank God for my brother Marcus Lampkin.
Marcus, darling, Lampkin.
Shut up, Henry. Thank God for. And then, no, wait, let me talk about him for like 2 seconds. So I see Henry at the coaching convention for whatever reason, and because he didn't even say. So I said Henry Hernandez, and so he said, "Man, we still beefing." Now I ain't said nothing about Henry for the last 6 months. This man is still not. Dude, they fired you.
He took his beef to a whole nother station.
Right.
Man.
So what we beefing for?
Now, for
man?
the record, they did not fire him. Radio Land.
Radio Land. This is my show. Let Wake Up St. Louis say what they want to say on their show. On the Mike Lampkin show, I'm gonna give you the real truth. He got fired with some help. Now, if he got up and said I'm walking, they didn't stop him. So he got fired. See, if you walk away and don't nobody say nothing. They wanted you to leave. Yeah, you fired.
Speaking of, one of his team members, Reggie Chandler, the comedian, he was listening to the Wake Up St. Louis.
I don't know if Reggie want to be a comedian or a news reporter. Because every time somebody gets shot in St. Louis, he go live there.
Really?
How are you omnipresent?
Really?
Now, either you are in Florida doing the comedy or you on Salisbury taping live because somebody got shot. Ain't no jokes out there.
Wow.
I don't know. Reggie Red, stick to something. All right. All right. And then somebody just posted a picture here.
The views of Me Too
about
Music.
some Tosha Cobbs. He spelled it Tosha. But that wasn't even Tasha. That was somebody that looked like Tasha. And then one of the most arrogant statements was when she found out I was the one doing the directing at Apostle R.J. Washington funeral, she became my fan.
That was him, wasn't it? I saw that video and I kept saying that looked like Reggie Reg.
Yep.
He's laying on the floor and everything. That was at a funeral?
Yep, at a funeral. Yep. But that was hilarious though.
7:23 a.m. in the St. Louis, Missouri area.
Reg, you know I got to get you. Know I would have told you this to your face. So this is public information. Keep your legs down at funerals.
Hey,
what?
Also, oh no, that didn't sound right.
That was so funny.
That didn't sound right. But I've been meaning to shout out our very own St. Louis's own Gennaro Wilson.
Yeah.
We have not said anything about him at all when he did the opening night for the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Shout out.
And he sounded amazing. Did y'all hear it?
Oh.
He did opening night the national anthem.
Oh yeah, he sure did.
Dude, it was for LeBron and for Cleveland, and
that's what's up.
And they played Boston. That's the night that Gordon Hayward broke his ankle.
Right.
That's good.
So that's not good.
He can.
That Gordon Hayward broke his ankle.
I'm saying that's good at Gennaro.
Dude, Gennaro sounded. He was. That's one of the best. I'm not even saying it because I know. Dude, that's one of the best renditions, man. Flawless. Pitch was perfect.
That's good.
Everything. All
man, he's that one. And the Rockets
Uh-oh.
Right. Uh-oh. How you know you mess up and did? He said, uh-oh.
Oh, man, he sounded amazing, man. My chest was
good.
all stuck out. I stood up. I got pictures. I took pictures of the screen and everything, man.
Did you?
I thought you saying yourself standing up for you.
No.
Oh no. Uh-oh. So shout out. I'm telling you, man, St. Louis has great talent. So shout out to veteran Gennaro Wilson. Wait a minute, he's still there, right?
And while you saying that, can I please say this? I wanted to make this comment on Wake Up St. Louis, but I'd rather you lose the ratings instead of us. So anyway, I want to make this comment. You said something earlier. You said this on the last show last week, and you said something this morning that it just struck it back up. So I said, let me say it since I'm here today. You said something about not trying to word it. I don't want to really say because it's gonna sound like a cut. But you said St. Louis is already here. We got a lot of great talent. There is no putting St. Louis back on the map. The thing is this is how I see it. Now I explained it to some young guys last week. Man, I've been in St. Louis all my life in the St. Louis area. I've done a lot for gospel music area here, but me, myself, I have not built anything in St. Louis. We were pretty much left the keys. I'm going to turn the music down because I want to say this on your show, so if they get mad at the Mike Lampkin Morning Show. So,
wow.
I didn't build a
If
single.
Music Express or not, like
I myself, as
If
much
Music
as I've
Express or
done
not,
here,
I'm like, you do me.
I didn't build anything
better not be
here.
me.
I was about to. You saw me look. I looked down at the board.
Because you do that without right? I'm gonna do like you do me. Now go ahead. Now go ahead too. Now go ahead.
So, but me myself, I know better and know that I didn't build anything. I didn't put St. Louis on the map as much as I have done. I've done my portion. I've done my little bit here.
Huge portion.
Basically, what we've done here, we've been allowed access to a building. I'm not talking about Me Too Music City. I'm saying think of the gospel music scene in St. Louis as a building, and it's the and people like Joseph Price, Minister Malcolm Speed,
Right.
Dello Thetford. I'm thinking about the people that just came right before us. Pastor David Foote, John Selders, Gerald Ford, Bishop Wide-Eye Greenlee, Rusty Watson. Even though Liddell is around my age, he still kind of fell in with that crew.
Yeah.
Elder P.D. Madison. And then anybody that
keys.
all they did was say, you all have access to this building. We're going to leave you the access to this building. Take care of the building.
Yeah.
We didn't build this building. We didn't put nothing on this. The foundation was here long before we got here.
Right.
The building existed. It's just our job as the current musicians and the current ones to absolutely, Scooter, you got it. Upkeep the
I'm a
building.
prophet.
That's it right there.
That's it, man.
Literally,
Prophet,
if the plumbing
right.
goes bad, it's our job to replace the pipes. If the mortar is whatever, we got to do the tuck point to the bricks. But then to keep things updated, if the carpet is old, it's our duty. Let's replace the carpet. But we're replacing carpet. We're not building nothing. We're replacing carpet in the building and on top of foundation that existed long before we got here. So I want all of our artists, all of our musicians to know out there, you ain't built nothing in St. Louis. This thing existed long before we got here. Even myself.
It's truth.
I didn't build a single thing here.
Tell them the truth.
All I'm doing is I'm helping do my part along with a bunch of other artists
Right.
to help maintain this building that we call the gospel music scene right here in St. Louis. And now let me give myself a
Just go. Wow.
Father, would I get all of the applause?
Right. Thank you, Scooter. Play that one too. But
I
he's
just
right
want
though.
I just wanted to play y'all today and be arrogant. That's all.
Except the Lord built the house.
Absolutely.
We labor in vain.
That's right.
What you think you're doing ain't about nothing. G.
Nothing.
We have to respect the shoulders that we're standing on.
Absolutely.
Whether they are alive or dead. But they body may be gone, but their
legacy.
works,
And their
their
work.
works and their legacy and still remains. You know what I'm
Anthony
saying?
White, Michael Johnson. I could just keep going down the list.
Yeah.
Everybody whose shoulders we stand on. Geraldine Gallagher.
Children, man.
Dr. Doris Wilson.
O'Neal. O'Neal.
The O'Neal twins.
That's O'Neal.
Professor Robert Woody. Bobby Woody.
Yeah, I saw him at Elder Madison service, man. Still moving. Man, that's good.
Lady Janice Moorhead. Charlotte
yeah.
Brown.
Right. And
Man,
the youth conferences.
dude,
man,
YGMC.
Yep.
Man, we ain't done nothing.
YGMC.
We just here doing our part.
Yes, Jesus loved you. It's true. By his spirit. I'll tell you. I used
That's
to go
what
to
I grew up
recording.
under.
Yeah. Yep. Those are fun, man. That was a good time.
Ron Green, Dave Baylor. People don't know what Dave Baylor from Faith Miracle Temple, what he really helped to do in the St. Louis area as far as music. Man, there's so
What's his
many
name,
people,
brother?
man. Bishop Larry
yeah.
J. Baylor.
Out St. Louis, Marvin Sapp.
Right. Man, he did a lot for this area. So
He can sing
Minister
too, man.
Myron Gray, you know,
God,
from
we
Lively
can't forget about
Stone.
Myron.
Yeah. Man, we standing on the shoulders of people don't remember
Columbus Gregory.
Oh, definitely Columbus Gregory and
Zella.
Zella and Cleopas Robinson Jr.
Cleo Robinson.
Cleopas and Robinson
The Cleo
Sr.
Robinson Jr.
Pastor
Sr.
Shadrach
Greater
Robinson.
Bethlehem.
Pastor Cadillac, Paul Robinson.
Yeah.
All of them.
A lot of
Also,
people.
what's his name too? Off the church burned down. What's his name?
In St. Louis?
Yeah, they have a church at Killing Temple now. Their name is church Bethlehem too, wasn't it?
Oh.
Jose Gales.
Pastor Jose
Merdine
Gales.
Gales.
That's right. Absolutely. Quincy Fielding Jr.
Yep.
Quincy Fielding Sr. Man, we're standing on the shoulders of, man,
It's
come
true.
on, man. We ain't built nothing.
It's
We're
true.
just helping to maintain. Now that it's our turn to watch after the building. And after us, it's going to be somebody else's turn.
Somebody else's turn. We got to make sure that we leave the building, like they left it to us, in good hands and something
Right.
to start with. You can't give somebody a broken down building. All right, it's your turn.
Right.
That's the worst thing to do. Don't give me a building already burned down. Leave something nice. Don't give somebody something you don't want.
Absolutely.
And so we appreciate all those people who have put their blood, tears, and money into this. You know what I'm saying? There wasn't no GoFundMe back in those times. There wasn't no cash apps in that time. These people went to work and they took their money and they built.
Greg Haynes. I mean, you can't. The list goes on and on.
You can't forget where you've come from.
No.
You feel like
you got to respect
doing
these
something.
people. You got to respect them and love on them no matter what. You know what I'm saying? You know, Latchison, singers.
Absolutely.
It's about Andrew.
Pastor Andrew. You got
Ruth.
Lady Ruth.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
All of them, man.
So I mean, legends. You know,
Leroy
what I'm saying?
Burks.
Oh my God, Leroy.
Man.
It's still one of my favorites, man. He another one I study, man. It just
And you know what's
used to
crazy?
have some crazy conferences back in the day, man. At his father's church, we been rehearsal like on the
Was
floor.
that Faith Temple?
Faith Temple.
And the thing I love about everybody I just named, everybody that's still living, I would say 96% of them, I'm still able to pick up a phone and call them if I need to and talk to them. And I think that's what young musicians are missing. They don't understand how important it is.
Austin Lane.
Oh, my goodness.
Let me tell you something.
The Doctor.
The Doctor.
Smooth.
Smooth velvet tone. Faith without hope. Shh.
Right.
Cut me down. That dude. Man, I'm telling you.
I
I'm
know
telling
he
you.
never get hoarse because he's just so
He
smooth.
can't, man.
He kills every time. He ain't got a hoop. He ain't got a holler.
And to see these cats.
He could do a 30-city tour in 15 days, never lose his voice.
Never. And kill them. Man,
Every
at
time.
Ruth Latchison celebration, he had sung Holy Dove, and that was the first time I seen Holy Dove. Now, Holy Dove always has a great impact, but this was a great impact to where he had shouted them people for the next 10 minutes, man. Like they could not go on. It was great, man.
Oh, that's what's up.
And I was like, Austin, you shouted them tonight. He said, Shun. And to have people like him and people like Malcolm Speed who came out to like when there was like a symposium at our church, he came out and some other cats came out. And to have them to come and celebrate the young. See, that's another thing.
That's another.
To know that you've been there. See, like you said, you gotta respect those that what we trying to do. They've done it for years.
Man.
I'm traveling all the country. Hold on. They've been having airplanes for a long time. They've been having tracks and all that for a long time. It's just in a different way. They've seen it and done it all. The people that we want to meet, you know what I'm saying?
And Minister Malcolm Speed still getting checks from songs
Still.
that he wrote. And you got young music. You know, this is the thing. Young musicians, this is what I hate. Because you come up and you're playing what's current. What he did was current and innovative in his day.
And
so
still
it works.
impacted.
Right. But respect the fact that what he did was what he did. But what you got to respect and you can't deny is that Minister Malcolm Speed has been on his business for years. He used to publish it. He publishes his music. He sold his music and all of that. He gets his
Go
checks.
back to what you said. Publish your music.
And most of these musicians now
Library of Congress.
don't know anything.
That's why I
man.
thank God for my spiritual father. When I got 14 songs already ready to be dispersed. You know what I'm saying? I got to do the other ones. But he said, all right, what I'm going to do is get your songs protected. You got to protect yourself. Right. That's another thing that we don't, you know what I'm saying? Where is your protection of your song? Then you get mad. You wrote something, somebody else take it. Nah. Get yourself protected. That way, if they do, they'll go other means.
Sonny Ward. Man, the list goes on.
Oh, yeah,
man.
Sonny Ward. Yeah.
Lady
Absolutely.
Mary Beth Gentry.
Yep.
Doctor.
Her mom.
Miss Anita Watkins Stevens. Oh, yeah, Geneva Gentry.
Yep.
Anita Watkins Stevens.
And,
man, the list just goes on.
He married to her. What's her name?
Who?
Austin married to her. What's her
Lady
name?
E.
Lady E. Anisa Moore.
Anisa Lane. Man, you talking about... Man, do y'all know that we can literally talk to... we are blessed in St. Louis because the majority of everybody is still alive.
Right.
We can talk to these folks.
That's true.
And they will talk.
And they're right. That's what I'm saying. They kind enough to come out and hear us, to sit back and be like, "Yeah, I did a good job tonight." That's big.
And stop
coming
getting
from
your
them.
feelings hurt.
Right, when
If
they
they
tell you-
pull your coattail.
Right.
That's wisdom.
Learn.
It's wisdom, and they're our elders. We should listen.
Because trust me, they got it worse back in the day. They were harsh
Absolutely.
back in the day. See, the old church, it's the son, you ain't got it. You say that now, they leave your church.
Right.
Yep.
They say you hating on their gift
Yep.
and you don't want them to prosper. No, back in the day, they said, shut up, you don't have it.
Yep.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? They'll interrupt you. And I heard several testimonies from Pastor Gerald Ford when the people be up preaching, he said, that ain't what God wants you to preach today. He'll get up and preach in front of them. Say, no, sit down.
Man, Pastor
crazy.
Gerald Ford is one that checked me many times. Many times.
Dude, Bishop Greeley, man, it's to have to hear the stories how they, did a appreciate search for him and they raised like 10 grand. He get up and say, "This all I'm worth."
Hey, I can tell you one time
That's so funny, man.
I got it. One of my most embarrassing moments as a musician was by John P. Key.
For real?
When John P. Key was living here in St. Louis back in the day, and my old man was over the Gospel Music Workshop of America, not Gospel Music Workshop of America, Bi-State Music Workshop, and we were having rehearsals at Greater Faith, Bishop Arthur Kelly.
Okay.
And John P. Key came in and taught a song. If I'm not mistaken, he taught Jesus Is Mine.
Okay.
If I'm not mistaken.
Jesus is
Yep.
mine.
Back then, I wasn't a keyboard player. I was a drummer. And I'm on the drums, and while he's teaching the song, he says out loud, I don't want him on the drums. Give me somebody else on the drums. But what did I do? I sat down. Yes, I was embarrassed. Yeah. He didn't see me cry. I cried on the inside.
Yeah.
But I sat there and watched the next drummer they got on to see, okay, what was I missing? I didn't go and dog them. I didn't go back to, we didn't have Facebook.
we missing that now.
But I didn't go back to
Oh, my
Facebook
God. Come on, man.
and light them up.
Right.
I took it. And I believe that's part of what helped me today. It helped, on top of my father being horribly mean and evil. Not evil, but, stern and rough and mean.
Hey, we need
but
that in today's
We
time.
do, man.
But there's so many people that don't even want to be
They
corrected
don't.
at all.
They're not gonna be able to take it, man. They feelings. They too sensitive.
Yeah, we
Toughen
gotta-
up. If you're gonna be in ministry, if in any part, I don't care if you're sweeping the floor of a church. You gotta have tough skin.
Yeah,
you
you
gotta have tough skin. If you don't, you're not fit for ministry. You're not fit.
I mean, that's the one thing that I don't understand, period, about just church in general. Like, we go to our jobs every day. People get on our nerves,
Man.
talk about us, all this
Still
stuff.
gonna clock in.
But when it's the church, it's like, I'm done with them. I
they
can't
church
deal
hurt,
with
they
them.
ready to
I
leave.
saw a meme the other day that said, "You will leave church quicker than you would your job," and I was like, "That's
And
one of the
I
most
get
realist
it, but I
statements
understand.
that's
But
ever.
at the same time, you got, like you said, you gotta have tough skin. Because I've had situations where I wanted to be like, you know what, I'm done. But it's a bigger picture to it, and you gotta
Bigger
see that.
And like you said,
Like,
Scooter,
you're not doing it just for yourself. You know,
and like you said, when
Well,
you
you
go out
shouldn't
of
be doing it for
town,
just yourself.
you should get all that love, you know what I'm saying? But
Right.
let's get love here in our own city. We got
Exactly.
too many talented people, and and the thing is, it's not that the people of, and I'm gonna say past because they're still very much relevant. They're just like you said, stepping aside to give us a chance,
Right.
and we have to take that and be serious with it. You know what I'm saying? They shouldn't have to come back on the scene to pick our pieces up,
That's
to clean up.
good.
They
That
should
is
come
so
back
true.
on the scene to do like this and
Absolutely.
and to be teachers. You know what I'm saying? So, the thing is, a lot of people are saying now, even in the preacher world, that there are many sons but not many fathers. Well, how about the sons are doing what the other son did in Luke? When he says, "Father, give me my inheritance, 'cause I don't want to be with you." And in Western culture, that means I wish you were dead so I can have what I want. Yep. So it may not just be that we don't have many fathers. Not saying that the word of God is not true, but I'm saying maybe in this time, it's not that we don't have many fathers. We just don't have sons that don't want to listen.
Absolutely.
Because
that's what's going on.
You want people to push you, but you just don't want them to whoop you, and that's the problem. You want to be discovered, but you don't want to be pruned, and that's the problem.
And that's all a part of the teaching and the molding, like, like all the stories you've been telling, like, you didn't like it at that time, but it made you to who you are today.
You know how many times people told me get off the ark and I was horrible?
Hey.
Well, that would have no, and I was.
I've been there, man.
I was horrible, but I was starting.
Right.
But it didn't kill my desire, though. Now, my feelings were hurt. Many times I feel like Friday, I'm going to go cry in the car. You know what I'm saying? And you did. But when you got a father that's saying, "You're still doing good, son," knowing I sound like a mess. You're doing good. You're doing good. You're doing good. See, that's why I'm saying you need somebody in your corner that's going to grace you, but yet give you truth at the same time.
Or you got a father in your corner saying, "You're doing good, son, but practice."
That's it.
Practice a little bit more.
That's
I had that. See, Tim Price was the golden boy of St. Louis when we were coming up. He was the young musician who everybody I named, like your Delos, your Anthony Whites, your Joseph Prices, and everybody would hire him. Dr. Wilson, they loved him. Kyle was also another one of the golden boys, but man, so
I'm so glad to be hearing Tim Price in this season.
Me too.
I was listening to him Saturday at Elder Madison past Saturday. Dude, that man, I'll never forget. Every time I think about Timothy Price, I think about when G. Patterson came to Kinley Temple. It was, man, years ago. And it was a 3:00 service. When I tell you, we almost couldn't get into Kinley Temple. Everybody loves G. Patterson. If you don't love G. Patterson, I don't even know how you're going to get in heaven.
Is it
sorry.
The new Kinley or the old building?
The new one.
The new building.
Well, yeah, the new one, yeah. I remember the old building,
we still say that, right? The old next door, right?
Yeah. And, but, man, when I tell you, Tim played for G. Patterson as if he was playing for G. Patterson for, like, 20 years. And I never get it to this day, man. He was on G. Patterson like it was nobody's business. And he was sitting there with his clergy collar on. I'm talking about rap. I'm like, Jesus, like he's been at Temple Deliverance every Sunday playing for G. Patterson. Didn't miss a beat, didn't miss a cue. And that's when you know you have real
he been playing like that
musicianship.
I would say 15.
When you can play for somebody that you don't necessarily play, but you know when to come in. Mm-hmm. See, that's a whole nother, placement means everything. You don't play over the preacher. You have to listen.
That's because Tim grew up in that era where you get checked.
Yeah.
For that matter, singers too.
You gotta know when to come in. Man, come on, man. Know when to come in. Know when to hold them, know when to fold them, know when to walk away. Yeah, that's true. Know how to do it. What?
I was trying to be discreet.
Oh, okay. All right. Whatever he said, I get it. All right. So, yeah, that's all. I'm gonna say this one more thing, then we're gonna get to our song then. Because we're gonna have our preach now right now. Pastor, what's his name? He's in Houston, Texas. Pastor Terrence Johnson. He said there is, and I'm going to say this then, yeah, thank you too. He said there's a difference between a stage and a platform. We're hungry for the stage, but we don't realize that we've been given a platform to minister to people what God has given us. But we miss the platform because we're too busy being obsessed over the stage. So all you want to do is be on stage, but you don't realize your stage is really your platform to show the ministry of Jesus Christ. And so I want to say to everybody as a preacher, as you're a preacher, you're a musician, if you get to play for these, what good is to say, man, I played for John B. Key, or I opened up for Todd Delaney, or I had to open up for Kirk Carter, or I had what good is that to say any of that? Or that, shoot, to even say it. I opened up for Phase 2 today. What good is to say any of that? Because now, and I know you know, we have people like, what's that guy name? He got his little group. I won't say little group, not being derogatory. What's the guy name? I can't think of his boy's name.
From St. Louis?
From St. Louis. He a new guy. He just opened Praise something. Sean Praise something. I can't think of it. But he got a new group. And he looks up to our groups, you know what I'm saying? Look up to us. And so even, you know, as we're, you know, getting older and, you know, saying we're going to have to move aside too and let them have it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But they're looking at us. And so to have all that, what good is it to say you open up for all these great people and all you saw was stage, but didn't realize platform?
Wow.
Which means this is the time for people to see the God in me, for people to see how much I know about God or how less I know about God. Because if I spend 15 minutes talking, come on, you have just messed up your platform. Right. Which means if your platform is dirty, your stage is dismissed.
That's good.
Stop calling them gigs. Move from a gig mentality to saying I have a platform to minister. Because when you take it like that, you'll forget about how much they're going to give you as honorarium. And you say, forget the honorarium. Let me focus on God. What is that you want me to say? So that means I'm done picking 3 sermons and taking them on the road. I'm done just picking my favorite top 10 song that I like to sing. And I'm going to say, God, what do you want me to sing? He may want you to sing something that's not necessarily a part of your repertoire. Did I say it right too?
Nah, but go ahead.
How you say it?
Repertoire.
Repertoire.
You said rep you.
Man, whatever, man. Espanol.
You asked me.
I know I did ask you. See what I'm saying? You ask me, you get mad.
That's right.
See? Prime example. So
repertoire.
Hey, it's my vocabulary. All right? So that's what it is. All right? I still sung on all these records, didn't I? No, what that arrogant?
Yeah, that was arrogant.
I ain't gonna even play it.
No, just play it.
I'm just glad that word wasn't in your song.
Right. I know,
Hey,
right?
I can't talk. I can't talk.
Oh, man. So you have to make sure. I just want if we in this city will take any stage, whether it's your praise and worship stage every Sunday, because everybody ain't gonna get to travel. Now let's just do that. Some of us, you're not gonna get a recording contract. You're not gonna leave St. Louis to sing. So your best ministry may just be you leading church. You leading worship at your church. Is something wrong with that? Absolutely not.
At all.
Because everybody can't have the same thing. Otherwise, one of us is not going to be necessary. So everybody can't travel because we need somebody to be at the local church.
Right.
So everybody can't be a preacher because somebody got to usher. Somebody got to be over the hospitality. Somebody got to be over the children's church. So everybody can't be apostle, doctor, potentate. Everybody can't be there because otherwise somebody ain't going to be needed. We all can't be called to the same thing. Mm-hmm. So whatever platform God has given you, take it serious. Don't worry about how much I'm going to get for this. Worry about how much I'm going to bring to the table. Mm-hmm. Because let me tell you, when we first started doing this, the last thing on my mind was money.
That's right.
I promise you. So now to have, like my first engagement when after Sunday Best, and Kevin called me. One of the first one, he said, he said, it
was Kevin.
And Kevin Kyle. Wait a minute, what's the boy name? Kevin Kelly.
Kevin Kelly.
And y'all know Kevin go name drop all day. Yeah, Doc, yeah, man, just got down shaking hands with Kurt Carter, I tell Kevin that in a minute.
The views expressed in this program are Me Too Music.
So, Doc, Kevin called me and said, Tremaine Harkins couldn't make it. I was like, okay. He's like, so we want you to come, and our budget is what's such. I was like, okay, well, whatever y'all give me, because I'm new to it. I didn't know that budget meant the amount you told me is what I'm going to go get. So he called me. He said, "You know what budget mean?" I'm like, "Nah, I don't." No, cause I didn't. My mind wasn't there. And I said, "That's what that means." I said, "That's how much I'm gonna get." He's like, "Yeah." I was like, "Well, praise God, sign me up," cause that was my first time. You know what I'm saying? Receiving something like that. We used to the 25 or
dinner or handshake.
Right, a handshake. Good job, son. Good job, son.
Right.
Keep going. But that stuff helped me though. Them handshakes and keep going, and I'm praying for you. That helped. So now, exactly, and that's what I meant to say. I'm gonna say it now. One of the main songs, and then I'm done with this. One of the main songs that breaks me down and kills and that helps me in my walk with God as relates to my character, my accountability, is the song by the great Daryl Coley, and it's called Integrity. Mm-hmm. I encourage every singer, every preacher, and the words are, when I come into your throne asking forgiveness for my wrong, I want to be honest with you, Lord, no matter how hard it may be for me to do. I want to open up to you and be honest. And man, those words, this is my honest plea, let me live with integrity. Man, I'm telling you, one of the greatest songs ever written. You may not shout off of it, you may not dance off of it, but it will take you to a place to say, God, if you don't do nothing else, let me live with integrity. Because the Bible says a good name, you all, is better than any expensive perfume. Any expensive perfume that is on the market now cannot compare to a good name. Because when you have a good name, you have good references. Anybody can always say, "Oh yeah, call Scooter, man. He gonna do you right. He ain't gonna run through your church. He ain't gonna do none of that. He gonna come, do what he gotta do, clock out, and go home." People like stuff like that. Because as much as this is spiritual, it's business. So when people sit you down, don't take it personal. This is business. You're not going to tear my church up. You're not going to tear my organization up. You're not going to tear up what we're building. This is business as well as it is spiritual. Mm-hmm. That's why Jesus went into the temple and tore it up. Because while y'all so busy making money, somebody here wants to be healed. But y'all couldn't see that because y'all were too busy worrying about merchandise and not ministry. So that's why he kicked them out of the sanctuary. He turned over them tables. And after that, the Bible says, and they ripping them off. All that, yeah.
Ripping people off.
Yeah. Now, don't that sound like what's going on in this season?
I was just about to say that.
Ripping people off.
In the church.
In the church.
Wow.
In the church. In the church. Ripping them off.
Like our focus has changed.
It's changed.
We're not humble like we used to be when we weren't getting paid. Now you're getting paid something.
Right.
It's
and
all
some
about
of y'all
how many people are going to be in the crowd.
And y'all, listen, some of y'all shouldn't even be getting paid. You know what I'm saying? You're still in practice mode. Nah, hey.
Yeah, it's time to end his
No, no, it's not.
I can see it. I know it. I feel that shift.
I'm here.
I'm a musician who plays with preachers for,
Back me up to,
I know when that shift happens, when you go from spiritual to flesh.
You need to come out of the stage and go back to the drawing board. Yeah. And
Man, I got 2 comments though, if I may, about what you just said. That brought out, one of them is a amazing point, man. And you had me over here. I'm quiet because you got me really thinking.
Okay.
First thing you said was, I'm gonna get to the amazing point second.
Okay.
The first thing you said was, everybody can't go. Some people have to stay home. That's what you said.
Come on,
and the one thing I realized when we look at, because you were saying some people have to stay home and minister, if our church musicians, if you all could just learn this one thing for real, and that's this, that the term ministry comes from the same word we get the word serve or servant or servanthood. We get the same word. And when we see in the Bible, I remember there's one time where David said he was setting up somebody, he wanted them to go serve or to minister with music at the temple. He was talking to the Levites, but it wasn't just about music. But anyway, so my point is this: when it comes to true ministry is done. True ministry. What you gonna say about me? Because you've been muted, Doc. True ministry is actually takes place. See, a lot of people say, no, ministry should be outside the 4 walls. No, true ministry actually takes place in the church, according to the scripture. Now, the work, and as far as the labor, and as far as putting our hand to the plow, that's when it's time for the work outside of the church. But the true ministry and the true servanthood, all you got to do is look at the Old Testament and see how God had Moses establish and set up the Levitical priesthood to serve the high priest and to be servants of the temple, which means they were to minister, to be in ministry at the temple. So for us to go outside the 4 walls and go traveling anyway, if you really want to be real with yourself, musicians, singers, artists, honestly, when you think about it, when you narrow when you reduce the term down to its root, it's not really true ministry, because at the end of the day, you're the one being served. You're the one getting paid. Right. You're the one getting these contracts. Absolutely. So it's not true ministry when we're going out. We're using something and we're kind of flipping the words and flipping the script. Right. So your true ministry is taking place at the Fresh. Your true ministry is taking place at Life Center. True ministry is taking place at BFAC. So I'm off of that one. The second point that you said, when you said you talked about you're not gonna make everybody shout and all of that. Man, one thing that struck me is definitely the scripture, obedience is better than sacrifice. And we understand that praise is also, we've always heard, we bring the sacrifice of praise. We know that praise is symbolic to a sacrificial offering. So when you look at obedience, man, after somebody then preached and sung you crazy, we look for the sacrifice. We want to look for the high praise, the high emotions. But isn't it crazy that's what we look for? But God himself says that obedience to that word is better than the sacrifice. It's better than the high praise. We love it. We like it. We like to see people get emotional. But the truth is, I would rather see somebody go and apply and be obedient about what I preached versus shouting, spitting. Because most of the time, people that be disobedient. We got one lady in our church, and I'm not going to name her, but most of the time, I'm trying to see how she can really hear the word to go be obedient.
I know you're talking about.
Because she spends too much time screaming, hollering, and crying over the message. So it's like, wow, how do you hear the word to go later? I missed the mute button. I'm trying my best to hit it. Anyway, it is 7:53 a.m.
You're lying to me.
7:53. We've only played one song, one set of commercials. We didn't do What Is That? We should play a quick game, see how fast you can get through it. Just back to back, because you didn't talk.
I ain't got no problem with it.
You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
What you going with first?
Did we do What Is That already?
Nope.
All right, let's go. What is that?
What is that?
This guy's singing real horrible. Let's go.
I can't play all of this because he started talking about.
Oh yeah, thank you. I ain't get a chance to. Okay. I just saw, man. I couldn't stop laughing at the first few moments.
After the first verse, we got to cut.
Okay, that's fine. Okay.
Background.
Oh no.
All right, that's
Oh, I just thought about Brennan Styles. That's what I was talking about.
Oh.
Brennan Styles.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And it's
Right.
yeah, man. He looks, man. That dude, man. He a good guy. Man,
Yeah,
they're coming up, and he looks up to us, man. And I appreciate that. That's
he has a group. You saying?
Yeah, he has a group. Yeah, that's right. That's what I was
He
referring
wasn't saying
to.
that's who that was singing.
That's what it was. Yeah. No.
We need to invite him and talk to him.
Yeah.
And I think it's so important that we look back and make sure we doing what we're supposed to do.
Absolutely.
Because we have people looking at us,
Right.
and
don't do what most people do. Hey, I enjoy you. Okay. And then, talk to them, see if they need anything. Because I always do that. I said, I need anything, always call me.
Let's invite him here.
Sure
Let's make it official. Invite him. I'm not saying to the show, but let's sit down and talk to him.
No, he can't come on my show.
To meet us after the show, and Scooter meet us here.
Yeah.
And let's sit down and let's talk to him.
See what we can do to help him.
See what we can do to help.
Yeah, I got it. 'Cause I saw him do something that,
I don't have his contact.
It's a good guy.
And it's a couple new artists, and
I want to take
spell his
those
name.
new guys. Brennan, Brennan.
It's a couple of them who are coming up, and
they are.
I think it's important for us to be the example, so they have guidance.
And two over there. And Scooter, I want to get them before
the other ones get them. Before the other ones get to them.
Yeah.
Before they have the wrong ideology, the wrong mindset.
Yeah.
Right.
And I ain't
before
scared
they're
to say,
corrupted.
I'm not scared to say it. I'm just trying to watch what I say. Because I don't want to offend nobody, but the truth is,
that's why I was trying to help you, because I didn't want you to.
We
want to get them before they're corrupted.
Yeah.
And that's our job. That's another thing about the Levitical priesthood. People don't realize it was the age of 30 when you became active as far as a Levite. But once you became the age of 50, it was then your job, according to Scripture, to start teaching the ones that were on I was about to say parole. They were kind of like on a probationary time period from the age 25 to 30, sometimes 24 to 30. So now that we're getting older, it is our time to start teaching these younger ones. What song you got next? We gonna play song?
Love.
We're gonna just play a piece of it.
Yeah, let's do a
the
piece
cut
of love. Man, I love this song. That's what it's all about. Love by Lisa knows Mike Lampkin Morning. Mike Lampkin Morning Show.
Well, I know y'all not used to this kind of sound coming from me, but I thought I'd push the envelope, try something different. So, here we go. Lord, I know you love me and you'll never ever leave me all by myself, 'cause I need your help. There's a picture of my sins covered by your precious blood. Lord, I know you'll save me if I reach my hands out to you. You'll grab my hand. Give me another chance. That's what
all right, and we're back on. After that statement, I want to see what he got to say live on the radio.
Wait a minute. What? You cut this song, man. That's horrible. All right.
We only get to play 60 seconds.
You got Albert here looking like from somebody from like he just got out.
You ain't gonna talk about this tire tread you wearing around your neck.
You see, he just got out.
Yeah, he just got out. He on parole.
What's coming up next?
He incarcerated. He got time.
Like Snoop Dogg on Baby Boy.
Right. Jody.
I love you, Jody.
Minutes of Vinny. Anybody got one real quick? Minute to vent with all of us. Yeah. Listen, I'm gonna tell y'all one more time. When people ask you to do something in church, just do it and sit down. They ask you to sing, don't
Just
preach.
sing. Yes, that's good.
Don't testify. Okay? They ask you to get up and pray. Don't preach. Don't testify. Don't even look at the pastor. Pastor, can I say this? No. Pray so we can get on. Do the invocation and sit down. Okay? They ask you to cook. They ask you to cook chicken and fries. Don't go buy a whole Thanksgiving dinner and then send a receipt to the church.
And then get mad because
get mad because they ain't buy the. You know how many options you just put on the table? Just do the chicken and fries. Well, I think we should sell cakes. I think we should, like, man, just do it. Mm-hmm. Especially if you can't cook. All right. Now listen, nachos and nachos and the can are two different things. Make the rotel. Do the homemade kind. Stop giving us that in that canned cheese, man. You know, that's somebody's whole insides up. Somebody's socks is brown right now because you're giving them that nasty cheese. God bless you. Amen.
Socks is brown.
Socks is brown, Scooter, because they eating that that nasty cheese in that can.
7:59 a.m. in the St. Louis area. Play a piece of the commercial.
Hi, my name is Corenzo Corey Ives of Eternity.
Then let's play the drop.
Good morning, St. Louis. This is James Ross of J. Ross TV saying good morning to the Mike Lampkin Show. Mike, Amber, and Marcus, y'all. Check them out.
It's the Mike Lampkin Morning Show.
Morning show. I love this show.
Morning show. It's time for In the Know.
We on the road today.
Mike Lampkin Morning
I
Show.
want to see you read all these real quick. You got
quick.
Hold on for the time. You got 60 seconds.
60 seconds. Okay, let me pull
Hold
it up.
on.
Wait. I got to pull it up. Wait a minute.
No, pull up my timer, though. We finna clock him, Scooter.
Tell me when you're ready.
You got 30 seconds.
30? Okay.
No, you got 60. I'm going to give you 60. We got... Oh, wait a minute. Jesus, hold on. Oh, yeah, 1 minute. Okay, that's what it is. All right, go ahead.
Going now?
Yep.
Got new music by Demetria Davis. You Are the Great I Am. Be sure to pick it up at all digital outlets. Also, From Heaven to Earth, Part 2, Christmas concert, free admission, Friday, December 1st at 7 p.m. at New Life in Christ up in O'Fallon, and it's also featuring Lady Karen Clark Sheard. It is free, open door, December 1st, Friday, 7 p.m. Also, Mystery Dance Company, 5th Annual Dance Concert, Saturday, December 9th, 2017 at 5 p.m. Good news, that ain't no 60 seconds. Good news, Baptist Church, 8850 Jenny Station Road, St. Louis. Tickets are $10 in advance, $15 at the door. And also, Oil of God, God of Nothing. God's anointed gifts for Jeremiah, Michaela, and Wesley. It's a musician appreciation celebration. Come out and help us celebrate our ministers of music. Sunday, December 10th, 2017 at 4 p.m. Location, All of God, God of Nothing, 4300 Gano Avenue. And that's all for right now.
That was good.
Man, what's the other one? You cheated.
Okay. Celebrated Christmas concert features scholarships. Reverend Demond Mitchell, December 16, 2017 at 6 p.m. St. Luke AME Church, 414 North 14th Street in East St. Louis, Illinois. And they're giving away scholarships, giving away money and all of that stuff. Tickets on sale. General admission is $10, $25 VIP tickets. And then next week we'll talk about Jesse Prather's Christmas Our Way concert. And as a matter of fact, that's actually the last flyer on here. So you might as well say it. Jesse Prather and Committed to Christ presents a blessed musical event, Christmas Our Way. Special guest, worship leader is Kiana Bledsoe, Minister Joy Bryant, Uncle Minister William Rayner Jr., and Greg Happy Guitar Haynes. It all takes place Thursday, December 21st, 2017 at 7 p.m. at St. Andrew's Missionary Baptist Church, 11309 Larimore Road, St. Louis, Missouri, 63138, Reverend L.A. Brown, pastor. And that is the end of In the Know.
In the Know on the Mike Lampkin Morning Show.
What's that?
November and December?
Yeah.
Yeah, don't forget 13th to the 15th. Winter Revival at the Fresh, 7:31 each night. Come out and be with us. Get your word from the Lord. And the proceeds, some of the proceeds will go towards our Thanksgiving giveaway. Maybe about some more giveaways for ham and toys for children, okay? So if you know any families in need,
highly anointed. Make a joyful noise.
I was like, what? Oh, yeah.
You the one made it up.
I'm going to find another one. Okay. So, yeah, please join us 13th through the 15th for our winter revival at the Fresh, 6249 Archer Bridge. We'll have a special musical guest each night, and then the word of the Lord. And then, again, some of the proceeds that will go towards us doing our giveaways for Christmas, all right? It's all about helping the community. You want the community to come to the church? Then the church should go to the community.
Absolutely.
All right? Cool. All right, so let's do this. I'll wait a minute moment. Real quick, Ashley J, she's singing. This lady is...
Now wait
I just want y'all to hear her.
minute.
It was this guy, he put music to her song, so just hear it.
I wanted to make a video, but my voice decided to be tired this evening. So I will rest my voice tonight. And tomorrow I will try it over again.
Jesus
I'm getting ready to rest my voice this evening. To see you tomorrow.
let me tell y'all something. Now, if Tua let me, I got to play the other one next week. It was her and this other guy and PJ Morton. It's killing. It's killing.
I haven't seen that one.
So yeah, this is gonna be our last song. We gotta get out of here. Y'all have a wonderful weekend. You already playing this song?
It's 8:05 a.m. in the St. Louis, Missouri area. Happy Thanksgiving weekend.
You already playing this, so you gotta start this song over. We're gonna go out with this one. Let's go out with this one. I like this song. There's nothing we can do until God stops by. So listen, those of you all who had a heavy Thanksgiving dinner, meet me at that Ghost Gym. It's time. Hey man, hey, we all doing it. We all, no, seriously, we all are working out. You know what I'm saying? I'm proud of Scooter. You know, we all are, because we want to live.
In the words
we
of
want to go,
proud of you.
Right. We don't want to be like, he was, be like, oh, I can't say that.
Just introduce the song.
Yeah, I'm going to go. So anyway, listen, all right, so God bless you all for 47th episode. Stay with it. We're going to give y'all information on, we're going to do our After Dark. We're going to play all sex gospel. Did I just say that on the radio? Yes,
y'all must going to play a lot of J Moss.
Right.
Oh, Lord.
Rub ya. I'm going to get in the studio with two. I'm going to rub ya. Yeah. The Holy Ghost all over ya. Jesus. Stay with us. No, stay with us. Goodbye. We're leaving. God bless you. Enjoy your weekend. We love you all. God bless you. Thank you, Scooter. Thank you, too.
Yes, sir.
Mike Lampkin Morning Show.
Michael Lampkin Morning Show.